Good morning, everybody. Sarasota Tim. Check out the view I got behind me. Coming to you from the Banana Boat and the Two Georges restaurant on the water here in Boynton Beach, Florida. And the Banana Boat is right back there. And the Two Georges is right over there. But right behind me here is all the boats that are preparing to take people out fishing. And there's a lot of cars, let me pan back around, parked where I'm at right here because they're out on the Sea Mist drift boat that parks right there where the jet ski rentals are. And as you can see, it's the weekend, I believe it is. It's on Saturday, right? Today's Saturday? The Tiki the Tiki Hut boat, water taxi right there, works from Thursday through Sunday, and it's $10 admission. You get on there and it'll take you down about a mile down the Intracoastal to another bar called the Key Lime House, and you can get off and it will come back eventually and you can get back on. You can stay on it, you can buy drinks on it, and you can even come back, get off, and go and have lunch at the Two Georges. And when it comes back around again to pick up some more people, you can get back on it. The $10 is good for the entire day. And it's another warm one here, as it would be anywhere. What I want to talk to you guys this morning was how to start your day. Today's Saturday, and it's a great day. Most people are off. They're feeling a little bit, happier today than maybe during the week when they have to go to a job or something's pressing. And they're going to get out and do some lawn work today, or going to go fishing, or take a bike ride and do all the things that people like to do to make them happy. And the way to be happy is not only just doing things, it's the way you think. And so I wanted to talk about that a little bit this morning. We've talked about it before, and my channel is, I try to be more positive. I look at other YouTube channels, and I won't lie to you. I try to get some ideas to educate myself. I am like a sponge. I do like to learn things, and I learn it quick. I'm a very quick study. Wasn't that great in school, but if I'm interested in something, I try to retain all I can. So, like I was going to say, I try to listen to things that, are these guys on YouTube. They have these niches, and they get all these views, and they talk about really doom and gloom. I mean, it's just like the media. People love dirty laundry. People love to hear about all the rights being taken away, and this is going to happen, and that's going to happen, and all this stuff. And that's as bad as listening to the media. There's a place down here. I might be able to get on top of the bridge if the video goes long enough to get up there and show you the waterway, so you have something more scenic behind me. But a lot of guys on YouTube that talk about real estate or the economy and different things, I want to have my ear to the ground. I am interested in real estate. I am interested in lower rents. I'm interested in lower car prices, just like yourself. I'm interested in lower everything because everything is too high, right? And so everybody's got an opinion. The reason things are high is because of this and of that. And then they talk about, they get the inflation and what the number is. The Fed wants to get down to 2%, and yet they say it's at 4% right now. And then other people say, well, they're measuring the inflation without the shelter and utility cost, which is really the major cost for people. And if you wanted to know the true inflation, it could be as high as 10 or 15%. It's nowhere near 4%. Does anybody really believe that things are only a few percent more than they were when you were buying and selling homes and going and doing and taking vacations and just spending money, buying cars, trading cars often, and all this kind of stuff? No. Take a look back here. This is under the bridge here at the Boynton Bridge, Ocean Avenue. One resident back there. Here's the banana boat right there. I'm going up these stairs that take us to the top of the bridge, and you'll have a nice view. Although I'll be in the sun cooking. This is Ocean Avenue in Boynton Beach. That's downtown Boynton. Boy, climbing those stairs was something. Anyway, that's the Two Georges, and the yellow roof is the banana boat. Let's go up here, and there's a little cutout, see? We'll stand in here in the shade area and finish talking. I live on this side of the water, walking distance, not far down. So here's a banana boat. It'll be rocking this afternoon, as well as the Two Georges restaurant, where I've made a couple of videos recently. But anyway, I woke up this morning, and my typical day to try to get my mind right and be happy, and as a YouTube creator and the things that I talk about, my mind gets busy thinking about productivity for the day. My mind gets busy thinking about working out at a gym and getting my health together. My mind thinks about making my bed when my feet hit the floor. And is there anything in here that needs to be made up and cleaned up and not leave a single thing dirty or out of place? I'm very organized, I'm very meticulous. But one thing that I don't forget that's every day is I do get up and I speak with God. And before you turn my channel off right now, please stick with me just for another minute. I'm not gonna, condemn you or anything. This is not the Southern Baptist channel. You're gonna burn in hell. But I can tell you this, folks. God is watching, and God is in control. And if you let your mind start worrying about what you're watching on YouTube, what you're watching on the TV, what you're reading on your phone, what social media, Facebook, Twitter, all these different things. I don't have Twitter. I do have Facebook. I don't read anything on it. I have the feed turned off that puts any stories up, any exterior stories. I just see occasionally what some of my friends might put up. But I really don't look at it much. I'm not really a Facebook person. Personally, I think all of those things are somewhat puerile. It's kind of like kid things, I think. But it is a good way to find people or whatever. But anyway, let's get back to it. So when people get up, and that's the first thing they do, the first 10 things they do is check Facebook, Twitter, turn on that media, and forget all about God. Can't spell God. I don't mean that derogatory. I just mean it's not in your mind. You believe, you've always believed, but you're out of touch. You're out of communication. You're just not having a relationship. And he hasn't stopped loving you. You've gone way out there in left field, or just kind of ignored him, but he's still sitting there. He's still sitting there waiting. He's so loving, and he so much wants to give you blessings. I'm talking about everything: health, happiness, money, jobs, material things, non-material things. He wants to make you a better person. He wants to put you in contact with other people that you can help because you have a talent or a financial means, or all of these talents that he knows that you have that he can also even give you. But no, some people, they want to chase their tail. They want to find all the answers, and they're hooked on reading that garbage or listening to that stuff on TV that's 100% propaganda, pure lies. I'll take my glasses off for you guys. I do have glaucoma, and I put some drops in this morning. I have to take the rest of my life, and I didn't want to look like a red-eyed monster. But let me talk to you guys now. So I go to the gym every day almost, and this new gym that I'm going to has televisions up on the ceiling, about 10 of them, and they they have all the channels on, and when you get on one of the treadmills, which I do like to run and walk on the treadmill, and Tammy likes to do that, you can't help from just look at the TVs, and they have it on closed caption, so there's reading. And you can tune in with some earbuds, you can really hear it and really see what they're saying. And you can't help from glance up because you're just doing your thing. And I noticed what it is Fox, CNN, MSNBC, ABC, whatever all the TV channels are, lefts, rights, doesn't matter. All of them are on in there. And even those morning daytime shows that interview people, they're kind of like promoting garbage too, and doing interviews with people talking about stuff that you don't need to listen to. But anyway, what I noticed was it really is truly propaganda, because they are all talking the same thing at the same time. I look at this channel, this TV over here, then I looked at that one, and they all got the same, the banner on the bottom where they talk about this or that. I won't go into what they are. If you've watched it, you know what it is. Whatever the talking point is for that day, and generally it's the same thing every day. You can tune in a month from now. It's the same crap. It's the same crap. And they're just bombarding and bombarding and bombarding. And people will sit there for minutes and for hours listening to that, when they could spend just a few minutes talking to God and praying and asking for guidance and direction, and to purge their life from things they don't need, such as watching that stuff, or alcohol, or drugs, or their language, or the way they drive, or to be more helpful, to be more kind, or all of these things just to make you more Christ-like. You just have to spend a few minutes asking him, because he already knows your needs. All it is he's just waiting for you to ask. And the Bible says that people don't get anything because they don't ask. You ask not, you receive not. So if you're looking for a place to rent and you find things are expensive and you're just really discouraged in this economy we're having, and it's terrible, or you're looking to buy that house and you're waiting, like, when are these prices going to come down? When is the interest rate going to come down? When is more inventory going to be available? Or your car's got problems and you need to find somebody that can fix it for a good price, or you need a new car, or you're lonely, you'd like to meet someone in your life, or you got problems in your relationship, or you got a health issue, you were just diagnosed with something, or something's not right, or you can't get rid of migraines, or whatever kind of a health issue you have. Health is a big one. There's comfort out there. It's called God, and all you have to do is pray about it. You say, well, Tim, how can it be that simple? It is. Why complicate it? The Bible's full of promises that say, if you just ask him and believe with faith, don't walk away. It says in the Bible that if a guy that doubts after he prays is like a guy that looks in a mirror, and then after he walks away, he forgets what he looks like. You have to carry the thought with you for the day. You have to look for the things that come into your life. You have to pay attention. And I see it every day in my life where God has blessed me, and I say, that was from God. I asked for that, I prayed about that, and I wanted to talk to somebody today, and whatever my personal things that I pray about, they happen to me every day. And some don't happen that day. He's got some really big ones that, of course, that I need coming in my near future. I know it. One example is, you guys know I live in a camper trailer. Okay, it's a very small camper trailer. Look, I like nice things. I like a nice apartment. I don't need a big place. I am a minimalist. I don't see why anybody needs these big giant homes on the water. I guess it's just a place they park their money because it's a good investment. It's an asset. And that's obviously why it is, because they're not even in them. They're all these homes on the ocean over here. I never see anybody outside. So I would love something, that I can stretch my arms out and not touch the wall. Certainly. But I have no problem. God has made me adaptable. And I have no problem in my camper right now, and for almost a year and a half. I'm very happy with it. But I do wish and want and ask God to bless me somehow where I can own my first home at 65 years old, a place, I use the expression, I can die at. I'm not looking to flip it. I'm not looking to buy it and hope that it goes up in value and I can sell it and get something bigger and, make money. Or it's not my goal. My goal is to find a nice home base that I can recharge my battery, a place that I feel safe, a place where I can put my grill out there and have a barbecue, a place where I can wash my own car in the driveway with a water hose, a place that doesn't necessarily have exorbitant HOA fees. And, there's lots of places like that. It may not even be in Florida. I don't know where God's going to put me. I've lived in a lot of states in my life. I've been all around. And I'm not opposed to leaving here. I'm certainly not opposed to being out of here in the summertime like today. But it's very nice in the shade right here. It really does. It feels great. It's like night and day. So I guess what I'm trying to say in this video, folks, is I make one of these every now and then. And it works. It really does. I mean, you have to believe me. If you just, step back and say, look, I'm doing all of these things that aren't doing anything for me. I know they're all bad. You can't argue with me. You know that drinking, you know that drugs, you know that watching the media, you know that driving way over the speed limit and cutting in and out of cars and being rude on the road. You know that being critical of people, and you know that leaving ugly comments on social media, and you know that all of these things you're doing is ugly, and you're better than that. You're a human being. God loves you. Some of us may have a challenge on loving you when you're acting that way, but none of us wouldn't help the other person if we saw someone fall down, on the ground or fall off their bicycle or in an accident. There's not one of us that wouldn't go to the rescue, because that's our benevolent, in nature way, our God created nature. So if you know how to be that way in that kind of a situation, just be that way all the time. If you can't say something nice, don't say it at all. Am I perfect? Heck no. Ask Tammy. Ask her. She'll tell you. But is she perfect? No. Are you perfect? No. We all put our pants on one leg at a time. Can we be better? Can we improve? Absolutely. Can we save more money? Can we clean out our closets? Can we purge some things from our life? Absolutely. What does it take? Just beginning. What does it take on our mind? Just to change our way of thinking, changing our attitude. There's no cost to it. It's free, and it's easy to do, and it becomes habit forming. It takes a while, but it does become habit forming. And it's like going to the gym. After you go a few times or a couple of weeks and you don't go, you get a real guilt complex. Oh man, I started that gym, I'm paying for that gym, even though mine's only $10 a month. You don't want to pay for something you don't use, and you started to feel a little result, and you had a bad meal, and you slid backwards, as they say it, you backslid. You catch yourself because you tried to change. You turned from your old life. You created a new self. It doesn't matter how old you are. It's never too late to make this new creation, this new person. And you can't do it without God, though. With His help and His strength, all you have to do is just ask Him, and you'll get it. And He'll give you the thought every day, all throughout the day, of what you can do. And He'll give you that little nudge when you're backsliding and you're not supposed to do that. And you're going to fail. But just keep at it. But I just want to encourage you guys before I end the video to please believe in God. You already do. Talk to God. Trust Him that He's bigger than all. He created everything. Don't let this economy and those people on YouTube and on the media tell you that the sky is falling and everything is terrible, when the reality is things are expensive and all. But God can bring good deals to you. He can help you get through it. In fact, He loves to help the people that reach out to Him. He helps them first because they're talking to Him. He loves everybody, but He doesn't interfere. He waits for you to ask. Your neighbor might help you too if you came over and asked him to borrow a cup of sugar. He's not going to just come over and ask you if you need some. But most people will help you if you ask. And God is full of abundance and ability to do anything. So nothing is too big. That's the great thing about it. So I know, recapping, there are things in your life, I'm talking to you right now, in your health, in your finances, in your relationship, with your family, your friends, at your job, with God, and there's an issue you have with your car or your bills, and you're conflicted about whether you should take Social Security or not, or how do you handle like health insurance, all the things that people ask me in my comments, all the things that you want to know about, you can reach out. If I have an answer, I'll give you one, my opinion anyway. And there's things you can look online, take that with a grain of salt. But the Almighty knows it all. He'll give you the direction. So just remember, folks, tomorrow is not promised to anybody. Yesterday is history. Today is the day to crush it.